definitely invest in a respirator if you're gonna do this. I wear a 3M like painting respirator. Best thing you're gonna need. So let's get suited up. I gotta find my gloves. Hey everybody, Jay here. Picking up where we left off. We are gonna finish our shutdown procedure on our outdoor wood boiler. Now, since we cleaned out, most of you guys know, hold on, make sure I'm in frame there. Most of you guys know I actually use and screen the wood ash that's generated from this machine during the peak heating season to use for, you know, ice control and garden and whatnot. But everything in here, from the clean out, from scraping the creosote and burning these pallets here, I'm not keeping any of this creosote not keeping any of this ash. So it's all going in this metal dumpster here. We'll kind of extinguish it and then we'll be able to rake out the coals. This machine is still extremely hot. It's 179, so we're gonna shovel out everything in there into the barrel here, let it cool down, and then we'll continue on from there. So this is part 2 of shutting down our wood boiler. Normally I would say just let this fizzle out, but for time and energy and effort's sake, I want to get this done today. I'm on a little bit of a time crunch, so yeah, we're just gonna kind of throw some ash on that, let it extinguish, and then we'll shovel it onto our barrel here. All of our ash and junk cleaned out in our barrel here. We put our lid on. Pretty slick barrel, huh, with the removable lid. It's a little bent so it doesn't seal completely tight, but that's quite all right. We were going to give this multiple days to cool down before we even think about dumping it somewhere, but let's have a look. Again, this is just preliminary stage 1. It's all swept out. I do not recommend using a leaf blower. Do not try that at home. I had this thing completely spotless before I tried the leaf blower, but do not try that. That was just to get the extra you know, surface dust, ash off, if you will. But anyways, on a side note here, our machine is still at 178. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna let this machine heat, slowly transfer the heat off of this unit throughout the house through the hot water heater. Maybe some heat's on, I don't know, it's a pretty warm day out, but we're gonna slowly let this machine cool down, and then once it gets to the point where the oil kicks on, we'll go ahead and shut it down completely. What that's going to do is that's going to allow the metal and everything, the water, if you this water is 180 degrees right now, if we just completely shut it off without circulating it, that's a lot of stagnant heat. It's going to take a while to cool down. So again, we'll let this machine continue to circulate the water. It's trying to call for heat, the damper's open, but that's all right. We're going to let it slowly pull that heat off of that machine and use it throughout the house, get our money's worth. When we started cleaning this last video, it was at 150 and now it's at 180. So it went up 30 degrees during that whole clean out video. So it's quite remarkable. So Again, now that that's all cleaned out, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the chimney. Machine has two 4-foot sections here, but then if you look in the back here, this just has a spring clip. You obviously do the chimney after, at the very end. I'm just gonna put that down here. And then this is a 1/4 turn to the left. So actually not too bad. So again, let's put the respirator on, let's get the chimney brush, and we'll go ahead and clean this out while we're here. Make sure you wear a good respirator when you do this. So quick thing, you want to make sure you use a poly brush. This is black plastic. You do not want to use a steel brush, because if you use steel on this, you're going to actually scratch the surface, creosote, it's going to stick to it, it's going to rust prematurely. So this is an 8-inch poly chimney brush. Again, you can get them anywhere, any local hardware store, or maybe online, whatever you can see fit. But again, this is poly, this is plastic, this isn't steel. This is what you want to use to clean L chimney here. So let's go ahead, show you the method I do with some paracord. But first, let's clean this section out here, since we can obviously reach it ground level. And then we'll do the two 8-foot stacks. So again, all we're going to do is put a knot in it. Quick little figure 8 rope climbing knot. You can tie whatever you want, something simple like that. And we're going to attach it to our clip here. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to climb up to the top, which I'll show you, and then I'm going to feed this piece of paracord all the way down to the bottom here. So stand by. I haven't seen yet, but hopefully you guys can see. I don't know how dirty it is. Guy can't really see in, but we're gonna run the brush through anyway. So on the end that doesn't have the brush on it, again, make a quick little I forget the name of this, but make a quick little knot here. Oh boy, here we go. Quick little knot, then you can undo. Take a tape measure, clip the rope on it just like such. You'll thank me in a second. Since I don't have a tall enough step ladder, this is where the tape measure comes into play. First try. So now you can see what we kind of have going on here. So we take our tape measure off, we can untie our rope here, and then we'll be able to connect these two here. All right, so this is what we have going on here. We created basically a circle. As you can see, we can pull our paracord, or excuse me, we can pull on our rope here and bring our brush up to the top and then snake it through. So let's sit you guys up on the tripod so it's not so shaky. So I don't know if you noticed, but I couldn't actually get this to flop out of the chimney. So all I did was pretty much, I got it started here, and then I hoisted it all the way up until it stopped, and then I just came back down with it. So that worked out pretty good. So as you can see, we got some little extra debris that fell. Now let's have a look. Oh, I can kind of see on camera. Wow, that looks pretty good actually. Not gonna lie, that's nice and clean. Pretty sweet job. You definitely want to use a 5-gallon bucket for this. You don't want to put, I don't run a cap. I've gone over that before, but you don't want to just put the cap back on because you can have birds that'll make a nest in there. So get a Home Depot bucket, 5-gallon bucket, Lowe's, Home Depot, Ace, I don't care where it comes from, but just something to cover the chimney. All right, folks, well, battery's about to die and it's about to rain, so I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching. That's pretty much how you clean out the ash from the machine. Again, I didn't, but it's good to wait for the ash to completely cool and there's absolutely no fire left before you clean the ashes out, but time was money here. So as you saw, I put all the ashes in the barrel, threw some water in there, and I covered it with that pretty much airtight lid, and then we went ahead and cleaned our chimney. So yes, coming up next, we will do the full inside creosote clean out, and then we will do the fluid film spray. That seemed to work out last year. It worked out really nice, so we'll be doing that again. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, leave them below. But yeah, it's good to follow these shutdown procedures. Again, slowly, there's no rush. Don't just flick the switch and walk away. Take the time to do all the proper steps. Because believe it or not, how you ruin your outdoor boiler is when it's not running in the off season. That's when you can do the most damage. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think, and please leave a comment below. And yeah, like I always say, we will see you out in the woods.